Welcome everyone to Things Around 8. Dear friends, in this video we will talk about an Iranian conspiracy uncovered by the United States Secret Services to eliminate Donald Trump, and why Iran clearly prefers Joe Biden in the White House. And if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe now and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any news. According to a report published by CNN on Tuesday, July 16, United States authorities have uncovered an Iranian conspiracy to eliminate Donald Trump. The report does not provide details about the source of this information, but states that there is, for now, no connection with Thomas Matthew Crooks, the man who on Saturday, July 13, attempted to assassinate Donald Trump during a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. The CNN report also does not indicate whether the discovery of this conspiracy occurred before or after the assassination attempt, leaving strong questions in the air about the lack of efficiency and agility of the Secret Services in protecting Trump during that event. As I said in a recent video on the channel, Trump, as a former president and a presidential candidate, must be protected by the Secret Services, especially at large public events, such as political rallies. And so, this news, reporting an alleged Iranian plot to assassinate him, makes it even more difficult to understand how a young man of just 20 years old, with no previous military experience, managed to position himself less than 150 meters from Trump with an AR-15 rifle. All the details surrounding that assassination attempt are still being investigated. But specifically regarding the alleged Iranian plot to eliminate Donald Trump, there is no evidence or official confirmation that this is actually true. But even so, because we all know, without a shadow of a doubt, that Iran does not like Trump and why Tehran would prefer to see Joe Biden in the White House for another 4 years. The reason for this was Trump's strong stance against Iran since the beginning of his term in 2017. Just 2 years earlier, in 2015, Iran had signed an agreement brokered by President Barack Obama, through which several economic sanctions were lifted, with the Iranians committing to reduce their stockpiles of enriched uranium. In addition to reducing their stockpiles, the Iranians committed to not enriching uranium beyond 3.67%, well below the 90% required for the production of nuclear bombs. However, when Trump took office, one of the first measures he took was to accuse Iran of violating this agreement, stating that the Iranians were lying and taking advantage of the lifting of sanctions to continue advancing their nuclear weapons program. This resulted in the United States withdrawing from the Iran nuclear deal in 2018, with Iran once again receiving all the sanctions that had been lifted in 2015. As you can well imagine, this measure deeply infuriated Tehran, which saw tens of billions of dollars once again being blocked in foreign banks, in addition to having to face major obstacles in purchasing equipment and supplies for the development of its nuclear weapons. And 2 years later, on January 3, 2020, Trump personally ordered a very severe strike against Iran. The attack eliminated General Qasem Soleimani, the commander of the Quds Force, the branch of the Iranian armed forces directly responsible for coordinating the various terrorist groups that Iran maintains in the Middle East. With the elimination of Soleimani, Iran lost the main element for coordinating its actions against Israel and U.S. interests in the Middle East. This, obviously, further infuriated Iran. We cannot forget the attack in April 2017, when Trump ordered the launch of 59 Tomahawk missiles against Syria. The attack was not directly against Iran, but it destroyed several warehouses where, allegedly, tons of Iranian weapons and ammunition were stored in Syria. In addition to all these direct actions, Trump has also exerted strong diplomatic pressure against Tehran, keeping the Iranian theocratic dictatorship cornered and prevented from establishing partnerships with European countries. However, with Joe Biden in the White House since 2021, all this pressure has begun to lose strength. No sanctions against Iran have been lifted, and in fact some new ones have even been approved by Biden. However, in the diplomatic context, Iran has gained much more freedom of action, and, in the military context, the United States has greatly reduced its actions aimed at weakening Iran's military capacity in the Middle East. It was, in fact, this demonstration of the United States' lack of determination and strength that is leading Iran to take measures previously seen as unthinkable, as was the case with the direct attack on Israel between April 13 and 14, 2024, with the Iranians carrying out the largest concentrated and coordinated missile and drone attack in history, not only in the Middle East, but on the entire planet. with Biden's United States limiting itself to defending Israel from these attacks, but without taking any effective action to prevent Iran from repeating an attack of the same magnitude in the future. The same is happening in the Red Sea, with Iran arming and financing the Houthis in their numerous attacks on civilian merchant ships. Everyone knows that Iran is behind these attacks, but Joe Biden's United States is once again limited to acting on the defensive. There is clearly a stark contrast between the way Trump acted against Iran between 2017 and 2020, and the way Biden has been acting since 2021. Therefore, if Iran could choose the new president of the United States, there is no doubt that its choice would be Joe Biden, reinforcing, but not confirming, the theory of an alleged Iranian conspiracy to eliminate Trump from the presidential race. And if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe now and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any news.